Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota TM coming to you from Arcadia, Florida. There's a Harbor Freight right here in this shopping center of this Publix grocery store shopping center. It's like new, not brand new, but it's very, very nice new. And this is the P stop. Oh yeah, you got your 2 pit stops on the way over to West Palm Beach. And instead of hitting the old gas station down there on the way back, you got a brand new Wawa and a racetrack where you can grab yourself a drink and freshen up there if you like. They got very clean facilities. But this Publix going eastbound is really nice. You walk in the door, it's right there. They got the deli, they got anything you need in Publix. And, you know, it's about time to stretch your legs anyway. This is about 1 hour from the house, a little over, from West Bradenton, where I'm at. But now we have less than 3 hours, about 2.5 hours to go. And we're just cruising across 70. I lied. I said I was going to take Alligator Alley. But here's what happened. All right, there's a Walmart too right here. And I am a Walmart Plus member, so I can get gas for 10 cents off a gallon. Let's see what they got. Right now I'm getting 43 miles per gallon. Okay, 291, 281. I paid 269 at BJ's earlier. My tank is still absolutely full. 420 miles till empty, getting 43.1. And we're just cruising along. So here's what happened. I wanted to take Alligator Alley. They got some road construction. In fact, I just went through it, and the whole small town of Arcadia here, 1 lane, 25 miles an hour. But as you can see, I got nobody in front of me. So just cruising along. But I wanted to take 75 south to Alligator Alley, pay the toll, go across, come in over there in Broward, Fort Lauderdale area, and then come up I-95. I just didn't want to stop or slow down, I should say, for any of these little small towns, because I still have to go through Okeechobee, which is next, and then Indiantown. And you just, you know, you don't want to speed through those towns, believe me. So, you know, you get going pretty good. Then you get this 2-lane I'm on here, and you get behind, I don't know, a big truck or two, and it's dangerous to pass. So you end up sitting here. Plus the speed limit's only 60, and it's slower than that in some spots. You don't have a lot of passing zones. They really need to widen 70, which is what they're doing. But it's going to take years to make it like, you know, Alligator Alley or something that you can run 80 miles an hour legally across the state. But it only saves 10 minutes from way up in Sarasota. You got to travel all the way down to Naples, pretty much where 75 doglegs east and goes to the East Coast. And like I say, then you got that toll, and if you don't have one of those toll pay things up in your window, then you pay a fee plus the toll, and to save 10 minutes. And then I was still willing to do all that because I just wanted to try something different and stay on the freeway rather than going through these towns, and knowing they got the traffic going on, the I should say construction. But what happened was I went down 75 from Sarasota to just one exit to Fruitville Road, and it was a parking lot. Everybody heading south to Naples for Easter. It's Good Friday. It was about noon when I finished the doctor and got gas at BJ's. Everybody's closing down early today, and maybe they're going somewhere, or they're getting their last minute Easter dinner fixings and stuff. I don't know, but everybody was on the road, and I got annoyed a little bit you know, I don't know why. I mean, take a look at the cows over here. But so I just turned around at Fruitville and went back to State Road 70 and went through Lakewood Ranch, and here I am, crossing the way I do every other time. And it looks like, oh, I don't have the GPS on because I know where I'm at. However, we didn't take Alligator Alley. We're going to get there 10 minutes later and save probably $10 after the fees. And look, nobody out here. So pretty good. And when I arrive in West Palm, either a lot of people are already off and the traffic will be died down, or I'll be ahead of the 5 o'clock rush hour by an hour, and I won't have to deal with too much of that. We will see. I hope everybody's having a good Friday. Forgive the pun. It is Good Friday. I looked up what it means about Good Friday. I talked about it on a video this morning, but I didn't mention this. Good Friday, in the old days, in the biblical days, good meant holy. So it's really like Holy Friday. And so don't just wait for Easter. Today is a day to reflect, to fast, to remember. You know, absolutely. Be thankful every day, of course, but be thankful today that we had somebody that cared enough about us after we were a fallen world to save us and give us an avenue to have eternal life. You know, I'm not going to keep talking about religion because I don't want you to trail off, some of you, but I want to. Did you hear on the news lately that they're talking about? It was kind of a thing that popped up that they're talking about they found another planet or something out there that they think it's 124 light years away that could be very similar to Earth, where there's water and possibly, you know, where there's water, there's life. And, you know, if you think about it, you know, I'm not saying it's true, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, the Bible certainly doesn't teach it, but when God talks about heaven, it could be just other planets. You know, if we're going to live eternally, you know, forever, if we're saved and we die living on this planet, maybe we go from one planet to another one and that's it. We live forever, or we live again, maybe longer or even less, and go somewhere else. And that's what it means to live forever. But wouldn't that be something? And it's not, you know, hard to believe that with the universe, and if God created it and we don't understand it and how vast it is, what if there are other planets? Of course, He's got us so spread out that we can only speculate 124 light years away is this planet. How do they discover that? How are they assuming that? Do they got a telescope that can look out that far? I don't know. But that kind of was something that they were talking about recently. And they mentioned it on the 5 the other night. And I don't know, I think Greg Gutfeld made a joke saying, oh, that wouldn't be so bad if they're not annoying, or if they're a bunch of dumb people. I mean, what if, like, we did literally, you know, look out, and then somebody else said, yeah, like us. we're a bunch of, a lot of us are. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but, you know, what if it's, you know, super intelligent beings, or what if they're, you know, prehistoric, you know, cavemen times, like we supposedly had, and all this kind of thing. It's just interesting to ponder it. Not that I believe any of it, but it's interesting. And I do not doubt that God has the ability not to have one more, but even millions more planets of life that he created as he created the universe, that he's monitoring it all. Isn't that something? That just shows you how smart, how big, how omnipotent, our holy God is, to be able to monitor, control, create a universe, and to have us so spread out that we don't even know, may never reach each other, and maybe on the next planet that we might go to when we awake from our end of life here into a heaven or another place, maybe you will be able to go, or they do go back and forth to other. Well, I'm getting deep, ain't I? But yeah, I'm just winging it here. It's kind of interesting. But like I say, I do not doubt that God, if he has a heaven where people go, that he has other, it could be just another planet somewhere in the heavens, in the universe, which also, and I'll get off of it, makes me believe without question that there is a hell on earth is what we're having right now, it seems like, and the way things are progressing. But there's definitely, if it's not just a hell on earth here that people endure, but when they die, if they haven't accepted Christ, or they, face judgment because they rejected him, or they did something that's unforgivable, maybe they are sent to another place, not deep in the earth, but to some place it's not any fun. Yeah, maybe like on the sun. Woo! That's definitely hell, isn't it? Oh man, I'm just spitballing here, but interesting topic. I know one thing though, going back to what I said earlier, and that is, it's Good Friday. Today's the day that he went to the cross, died for our sins, made the ultimate sacrifice for you and for me. And so, yeah, it's a special time. The springtime, summer's coming soon. You'll have the Memorial Day and all that, and you can live your life and enjoy everything that you're blessed to have. But don't ever forget that it can be taken from you. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So don't be so boastful. Don't think you've got forever. And even though we have a good God, people still suffer. People still have heart attacks. We still have wars and babies born not completely healthy, and all of these things that you really wonder about, but you can't question, because the Bible clearly says that how can the creation ask the Creator, why have you made me this way? Doesn't the Creator have the sole right to take one lump of clay and make it a beautiful vase, and another and make it an ashtray? I know it sounds, tough, very tough. These are some of the biggest questions a lot of people have, as to why, the big W-H-Y, why did that allow to happen? Why was my child or my wife or husband or mom or dad hurt or had a disease or something bad happened? I mean, I know. But we can't question. We just have to live by faith and just keep crushing it, because we're here for his pleasure. He puts the rain down on the good and the bad. Look at this field out here. Look at this. My phone's black. I can't even see the screen now. Look at this I should have been doing this while I was talking. Look at all this open land out here in the middle of the state of Florida. You know, you think of Florida, you think of palm trees and beaches and Palm Beach, Miami, Sarasota, and all that. Daytona. And in the middle, it's cows, agriculture, nothing. Prisons. Yeah. What a great state. Proud to live here. Proud to be alive. Proud of you guys. And let me just say, I don't want to draw attention to any one person, so I'll make this to everyone, and I should, and I really should. But I did receive a very generous support contribution, donation, if you want to call it, to the Buy Me a Coffee, and from someone that, not their first time either, that was much appreciated. And whether you buy me a cup of coffee and support my channel, and you have in the past, many of you, believe me, a lot of people have participated in that. But some, you know, that haven't, and for whatever reason in their heart, they decide to go over the top. I don't want to say I don't appreciate anybody less than that, because I do. I appreciate everyone. You know, there's a story in the Bible about someone that gave, two people that gave, and one gave quite a bit, and another one gave, it was a very tiny amount, but that person gave all they had. Now that doesn't mean, I'm not saying anything about me or the Buy Me a Coffee, but I'm just pointing out that I don't have any less appreciation or gratitude for all those that have supported Sarasota Tim YouTube channel through the Buy Me a Coffee, and of course through the Amazon link is greatly appreciated as well. But I did have to shout out, because I have shouted out to others that you know, they gave a very generous amount to pay it forward at McDonald's, and to buy me a coffee. And the only reason I'm going on about it is today is Good Friday, and I'm appreciating, especially today, everyone. I'm appreciating my community as much as anything else. I am extremely a blessed man, and I'm driving a really nice car right now. This guy's going really fast in his Porsche, and I'm going over to see friends, family, acquaintances, beaches, parks, places, restaurants. Whatever I can do, I'm going to do. I'm going to crush it. I'm going to live my life. And I'm able to do this, folks, through a limited income of Social Security and a supplement income because of you, of YouTube. For whatever reason, people that have subscribed to this channel and watch all of my videos, Google AdSense pays me every month as a monetized channel money that goes towards my living and to be able to do what I'm doing right now. And so whether it's using my Amazon link or Buy Me a Coffee link or simply watching the videos, and every video, like so many of you do, every last video, it counts towards revenue from the ads that play, the Google advertisements you see. I have no control of those. I don't know what ads they are. They put them on there, and you can skip them in 5 seconds. Some you can't skip for 30 seconds. Some of you, go to the refrigerator and let them play, and that makes me more money when the ads are allowed to play without skipping them. Some of you watch my videos and you have the YouTube Premium that doesn't play commercials because you don't want to see commercials. And I believe, I don't know, somehow that might also generate revenue for me through Google AdSense. So I wanted to shout out to a special donation I received yesterday. I wanted to shout out to all those that have donated through the Buy Me a Coffee in the months and months and months past, and many of you numerous times. And I also appreciate the each and every week and month that some of you use the Amazon link to make your purchases. It doesn't cost you a penny. You're not sending me anything via a donation. And then a thank you to all of those that have never used the Amazon or ever bought me a cup of coffee or donated to the channel through Buy Me a Coffee, but you have made money come in my pocket by watching my YouTube videos. So to all of you, to the great community, to the salt of the earth out there, of which vast majority are Christian people, are on Social Security, are Trump supporters. And if you're not, hey, I got no axe to grind. Let me tell you something. On the 5, they got that guy, Harold Ford. If more Democrats spoke and articulated like Harold Ford, they have a very solid chance of running the country again. And not that the Republicans are angels or they got all the answers. Right now, we have a man that was brought up by God and came back after being impeached, found guilty, was trying to be jailed. They tried to kill him, and he's still there. And how? That's what God does. He is a blessed man. He doesn't need your money. He doesn't need the paycheck. He doesn't need the fame. He's doing it because he cares. If you look at his videos and listen to him talk when he was a young man, he hasn't changed. And this is why, although, he's changed in respect of how he feels as an older gentleman now, and he's sowed his oats, and he knows that he's favored and was saved by God. He knows this now, and he's repented of what sins he's committed, and that's what we're all doing. Each and every day we got to ask for forgiveness. You're no better than Donald Trump. You're no better than anybody, and neither am I. But when it comes to someone running the country, he's the man right now. But people like Harold Ford, I'm not saying it should be him, but if people start by the end of Trump's term where he can't run again, and we don't want to put somebody else in there that is within the administration or that becomes very popular, I just pray that our country, at least, God will bring another person that will do the best for the people of this country, and to also do what Donald Trump's doing and remembering God and putting God back into our Christian nation. Instead of for the last several presidents and administrations just sitting by that were puppets, letting them remove and dismantle this country and removing God and from schools and from textbooks and from praying that God will have the last laugh. God will turn it around. That there will be a huge repentance. That there will be, a revival in this country. And that we can all come together as Americans, even if you do believe a different religion, but have the moral attitude of love and treating each other like you want to be treated. Now, I'm going on a little bit here because it's just coming to me, and it's from my heart, because it is Good Friday. And we talked about it once today already. And it's Easter weekend. And this is a holy weekend of the Creator, of why you're here. Don't get so lost in yourself that you are so special and you don't want to hear these words or go to a church on Sunday. I may not even go. But I mean, if you can't pray or be thankful for what you got and who created everything, if you can't pause for the cause, you know, I know most of you do daily, go to church on the weekends. I know that. But that doesn't mean that each and every one of us, without fail, every one of us should remember, if you're in a foxhole and the bullets are flying over your head, you're going to be crying out. You get that big cancer, you get that big heart attack, you come down, you got a stroke. You think that you're so healthy one day and all of a sudden, I got it. And you hit the ground and now you're confined to a wheelchair or, worse, don't even make it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about then. So yeah, don't be like the Pharisees were. Don't be so high and mighty, this piety, and think that you're above anybody. Humble yourself today, folks. Humble yourselves every day. Treat everybody like you want to be treated. Or simply crush it.